Welcome back to the TimesRecordNews.com Lone Star Basketball Preview. The men, probably Tuesday night at the banquet, they give out all the yearly honors, and they're not going to have a Player of the Year. But
I'd be surprised if they may have a first-teamer, but it wouldn't surprise me if they, maybe only had a couple second-teamers.
Right. It's been a team of balance. I'm kind of biased, but I think Bretson McNeil's as good a shooting guard as there is.
I agree.
But the Mobley kid from Tarleton, he's on the first-place team, and he helped them in more different ways. He got to the line and carried them down the stretch a little bit.
Of course, as we know from all district and all conference teams, they don't always pick net by position, so we may end up with a team with 4 guards and a post on it.
Yeah, and a lot of teams in this league play 4 guards. I think that the Darrell Williams, former Division I player that's at Commerce, I think he's by far the best player in the league. And I expect he'll get Player of the Year, even though the Lions finished 4th. But what Midwestern has to do is have people playing at an all-conference level. They need about 3 or 4 of them per night. And sometimes that's Bretson McNeil, sometimes Xavier Blackburn. He had a bounce-back game against Cameron on Sunday. But he hadn't put up the big numbers he did as a junior. And that's something they've kind of been searching for. But they also have some more options. Capri Alston's probably been the most consistent weapon off the bench.
Yeah.
Left-handed big kid. Not as tall as most of the guys he goes against, but a lot of times he uses his body, create a little space, and get his shot off. And then, if they can get some bonus games from Adegoke and Devorian Nix and Trevor Fuller, who's real active defensively.
And I think lately they've been getting good games from Herschel Grant. He started coming back to the showing some of the spark that he showed early in the year. And you can't go without mentioning Darrell Gibbs from Burke Burnett. He, I don't know, he might be my choice for a defensive player of the year just because he can guard so many different players.
Yeah, he mostly guards 1, 2s, and 3s, but on occasion he'll guard a 4. And if you get him caught in a switch, he knows what to do. Just a real heady player, and he's not a guy they can count on every night to hit 3 threes. But when the other teams forget about him, he can step up and hit them. And has shown he'll do that. The first time against Cameron, so Cameron kind of respected him yesterday. He hit 5 threes against Cameron.
And there were some long ones too.
So point guard has really come on. Kevin Wagner's come on, and he was just so excited yesterday talking to him that he got to come to Midwestern. He said this is like the first place that he thought they genuinely cared about their players, and it was a family, and he's really taken to it. And it was kind of sinking into him that he'd played his last game at Legan. But he's 5'7", but he's really picked it up by being able to stay in front of guys defensively. And he's helped on that end. That was something they weren't sure about coming in. And then he's kind of their only guy that can get all the way into the paint and create. And so I see kind of him as another key against especially in an Angelo State game.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll come back with another one before the South Central Regional, and we'll see how the Midwestern teams do. Follow us online. Both of us, J. Scott Russell and Andy Newberry, we're on Twitter, and we'll be updating from the Lone Star Conference and getting stories up as quick as we can. Thanks for joining us.